the Street 919 FM. In the headlines, Gary Griffith intends to resume duty as police commissioner despite orders from the National Security Minister. The UNC slams the Ministry of Education over teaching service hiring freeze, and in news overseas, thousands gather under U.S.-Mexico border bridge in growing humanitarian crisis. With the details, I am Jason Shields. Acting Police Commissioner Gary Griffith says that he intends to report for duty when his vacation leave ends next Tuesday. This was after he was instructed to remain on leave by Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines. Mr. Griffith told one media house in Port of Spain today that only his employers, the Police Service Commission, has the authority to give him such an instruction. Legal sources said that the PSC can send Mr. Griffith on leave only if there is a pending disciplinary matter and only after he is given the opportunity to be heard in keeping with the rules of natural justice. The former National Security Minister returned from overseas this week and told Mr. Hines he was ready to resume his duties as the acting Commissioner of Police. Mr. Griffith's term as the top cop expired on August 17th, and the PSC appointed him to act in the position until a substantive office holder is appointed. In other news, Member of Parliament for Tabaquite, Anita Haynes, has voiced concerns with the position taken by the Teaching Service Commission to cease accepting unsolicited applications. On Thursday, the Commission stated that as of October 1st, it will no longer be accepting job applications except for advertised positions. Ms. Haynes earlier today recalled that she previously questioned Minister of Education Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolly on whether the government's public service vacancy freeze affected the teaching service. Ms. Haynes stated the minister explained that teaching recruitment was ongoing, however noted that she was unable to confirm how many vacancies existed at the time or the number of vacancies filled within the past year. The Tabaquite MP described the action as a high-handed approach to policymaking, as the Ministry of Education had gone from continuous recruitment to no longer accepting applications. She also went on to accuse the ministry of a lack of management, pointing to the adjustment to virtual learning. She stated that children and teachers were without devices and conductivity, while vacancies in schools and agencies have gone unfulfilled, as the Student Support Services Division is understaffed and overwhelmed, and employees of the Education Facilities Company Limited are working without salaries. Finally, in news overseas, some 10,000 migrants, mostly Haitians, have gathered under a U.S.-Mexico border bridge over recent days, which has led to a growing humanitarian crisis. The bridge connects Del Rio in Texas to Mexico's Ciudad Acuña, and the temporary camp there has grown with staggering speeds within the last few days. The migrants who have crossed the Rio Grande are said to be sleeping under the bridge in squalid conditions and are mostly Haitians, with some Cubans, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans. Many of the Haitians appear to be those whom arrived in Brazil and other South American nations after the 2010 earthquake. Border Patrol officials in the United States said they were increasing staff in Del Rio to facilitate a safe, humane, and orderly process. That was a look at your news in detail to 4 p.m. on the Street 919 FM. Recapping the headlines. Gary Griffith intends to resume duty as police commissioner despite orders from the National Security Minister. The UNC slams the Ministry of Education over teaching service hiring freeze, And in news overseas, thousands gather under U.S.-Mexico border bridge in growing humanitarian crisis. Stay tuned to the Street 919 FM. The Aisha Wells Show is up next. Do have an enjoyable weekend. I am Jason Shields.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com. Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919fm.com.
And before I go, I want to remind you that you can feel like $1 million with a big money makeover. The Lotto Plus jackpot is now an estimated $2.1 million. Transform your style and make a statement with that $2.1 million. Apply a strong foundation and build yourself a brand new mansion, or highlight your business sense and open up a new beauty boutique. Plus match 5 numbers and you can win $50,000. So don't miss the chance for a life-changing makeover. Get your tickets now for Saturday's estimated $2.1 million Lotto Plus jackpot draw. And remember, winners always play Lotto Plus. Stay tuned for the Aisha Wells Show.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.